Hari Om, how are you all? Very happy International Books Day. And on this day, I wanted to talk to you about some of my favorite books, my journey with reading books, and I also want to hear your stories as well. So, one of my first books, and I'm not a very, I was not a person who has loved books, right? I have not been reading books a lot. But I never believed also that I can read books. எனக்கு வந்து ஐயோ எனக்கு அந்த பேஷன்ஸே இல்லையே புக் எடுத்தாலே தூங்கிடுவேன் அப்படின்னு இருக்கும். But it is not like that. It's all in your brain. And one fine day, when I took up, in fact, the first book that I read was Journey of the Master. It's a biography of Gurudev. I took that book and finished cover to cover. Full book படிச்சோன்னே எனக்கு ஒரு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் நம்மனால கூட புக் படிக்க முடியுது. So then what made me read this book than the other books? In fact, I used to read, then I started looking at what all kinds of books I have read. Right, I have read Nancy Drew, Famous Five, Sherlock Holmes, I used to love. So wherever there is story kind of a thing involved, where there is a journey of life, there is about person, then I am interested in that books. So it is not about, you cannot read at all. It is about finding books that interest you. So you need to search for books that really interest you. You may buy 10 books, but probably you're only interested in 1 or 2 books. Doesn't matter. But don't stop reading. Reading has really transformed me and helped me in my workplace as well. So one of the books that helped me really in my workplace is Creative Confidence by Tom Kelly, who is the founder of IDEO company, which is a brilliant book which gave me the confidence to innovate logically. So which is a amazing book that I cherish, and I do workshops based on creative confidence. Then there are several books on innovation, design thinking I started reading because that is my line of interest, and I started reading of more of those books. And I understood that yes, these are the kind of books that I like to read and I will read also, right? So you need to find your own interesting books. And it is not just about finding books, it is also about you can write books, author books, right? So we are going to be having an author coaching by Mr. Sunny. He's going to coach you to write authors. He has written 5 books, and I wanted to share some of the books that I have written. So one of my first attempt in writing book was I went on a train journey, 12 days across India in train as part of Jagriti Yatra and Solonga, and I visited 18 states and met different social entrepreneurs who are doing great work across India. So I recorded this journal entry and created a book called Youth on Move. I never published it, but I felt confident that yes, I can also write. So another effort in writing was I created a blog called the Idea Monk blog in WordPress, and I started writing different articles, and you won't believe that I published an app in that, and almost 30 lakh people downloaded it and started reading it. So the other book that I tried is Truth or Dare அப்படின்ற game book. One side full of truth, another side full of dare, and you randomly open, and whatever comes, you play it with your friends. So this is another book I attempted. I tried to sell it, so it was funny, and then finally I book எல்லாம் எடைக்கு போட்டேன். கரெக்ட், ஏன்னா எதுவும் செல் பண்ணல. But it doesn't matter. I attempted something, I created something beautiful, and I'm so happy about and cherish this book. Then my next attempt in writing book was this book called Stop Teaching, Start Transforming, based on my understanding of education, how teachers should be, what kind of habits they should have, etc., which I co-authored with Mr. Sunny. And this is a very small book only. So these are a couple of attempts that we have made in books. So on this International Book Day, I have a dream, I have a vision, and I know all of us, if we come together, we can make it happen. The vision is 100 books by Pon Vidyamandir students. And parents also are welcome to join. Why only students? Parents can also write. It can be in Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, whichever language you want. And it can be any kind of book. It can be on a favorite topic of yours. It can be on something about the country. It can be something about a person. It can be something about you. It can be something about your personal experience. It can be a cartoon book. It can be a written book. Doesn't matter. With a lot of words. So it doesn't matter. The purpose is to create a book. It can be a very small book. Doesn't matter, right? So together, let us make this happen. Let us publish 100 books this year, and let us all work towards it. Sunny sir is going to work with you, and let us kickstart this beautifully on this day of International Book Day. and happy reading, happy writing. Thank you so much, and I'm eagerly looking forward to read each one of your books. Okay? See you.